right, this is the Harley Benton Sparkle, the Fusion Sparkle, and I want to tell you the highlights. It's just like any other Harley Benton Fusion, which are the things that everybody talks about, which is the roasted maple neck and fretboard, the stainless steel frets, the locking tuners, the good quality locking tuners, by the way, and the Wilkinson tram, and the coil split switch over here. Now there's something outstanding about this particular guitar compared to the other ones. Number one is the finish, which is this beautiful sparkle gray. And then I really like the back, how it is natural wood. But another very important highlight, in my opinion, for this guy is, and a lot of people have pointed this out, is the pickups. So the pickups are very dynamic, and you can really dig into these guys. Compared to other Roswell pickups, these are probably the best Roswell pickups I played in any Harley Benton, period. Not sure what it is or what they did here, but that's an important highlight. Another highlight that I want to point out about this Fusion T, or Fusion, Harley Benton Fusion, no T, is that what I'm pointing out about all of the Fusion is the frets. The frets are not only stainless steel, but they're also tall stainless steel frets. And what this allows you to do is it gives you the sensation of having like a scallop fretboard, meaning like a depression or a dig in the wood in between each fret. And essentially what that does, it allows you to dig into each fret, number one. But it also allows you to press on the fret without putting much more pressure, because you don't have to hit or touch the fretboard that much. In essence, what it does for me is that when playing bachata, I can dig in and play really hard before the string actually starts to fret, and while keeping a good degree of precision when it comes to tuning, when it comes to the stability of the pitch of each string. I can dig in very hard. And it also allows me to use thicker strings, thicker gauge strings, if I wish to. In essence, it allows for more hard play, having these tall, medium jumbo frets. I would say that I almost prefer them over jumbo frets. This is a big highlight for me. This is why I have the entire Fusion collection. I really love these guitars. Now, another thing I want to point out is that this guy came with, I'm gonna post a picture of it. It came with a crack over here. And I'm just realizing that here in the neck pocket. I hope it's not a big deal. I don't even know if I want to let Doma know about it. I'll just let them know. If they want to give me a refund or something, it's whatever. But yeah, it's a crack, and they already sent me a guitar that was completely a wreck, completely broken. Other things to point out, well, the finish on the fret on the neck is perfect, except for right here. It's a little rough, not a big deal at all. This is not the first Harley Benton that has a rough spot right there. This is probably the second or third one of the Fusions that have that issue. That being said, this guy has all the highlights of all of the other Fusions, the locking tuners, they're high quality, the 2-point tram system. Very important feature that I like so much is that these guitars have the truss rod adjustment wheel over here rather than at the end of the headstock. This allows for much quicker access. One last thing I want to point out about these guitars is that the roasted maple neck and fretboard are ups, in my opinion, in my experience, because they should allow for more stability in harsh conditions or harsh weather, meaning the wood will stay straight even if you go to a wider range of weather difference in humidity and temperature. However, it makes the wood more brittle. It makes the wood more crackable. And that's something to point out. It's the same thing. What you gain in strength, you lose in flexibility in this wood. So I've had some issues. I got, as I said, a Harley Benton neck completely cracked. And I still believe that roasted maple is the way to go and the way to the future, but just bear that in mind. Another thing that it does is that you lose some low frequencies, some warmth. You lose some warmth when you use this kind of wood, and you gain some high frequency transfer, which is not a bad thing, but it's something that is also up to taste. You have to decide if this makes sense for you, especially if you're trying to build a jazz guitar. I wouldn't really use this type of wood. That being said, this baby is beautiful. Came with that crack right there. I'm gonna find out what they will say about this. I just noticed it. And it's a beautiful, beautiful guitar for around $500. You can't go wrong. I think this is probably the best Harley Benton Fusion to buy right now, unless you're really, really after something in particular. And I must say too that out of the Strat, the HSH, and the T Telecaster style, this has a neck profile that is somewhere in between. So it's like a comfortable slim D. It's very nice. The Fusion that is a Strat style HSH has a very thin neck. I must say it's thinner than your average Strat. This doesn't quite feel like a Strat neck, but it could pass as a American modern Strat neck. I think it's a little bit flatter. And out of all of my Harley Bentons, this comes second out of my Fusions, just because I like the T style neck profile better. But sure, the pickups are much better in this guy, and I highly suggest that you take a look at it. It's worth every penny at around 400 US plus 100 shipping and taxes, roughly 500. This is worth every penny. Very good guitar, as long as you receive a good copy that is not broken or cracked. And you gotta be kind of lucky for that. All right, good luck.